Hey, what's going on? I got something to say. Hey, we have to do a part 2. We are getting live chats right now, and so we have to answer these questions. Since I'm here with Marco Johnson, Marco Brian Johnson is Mark Johnson, but I know him as Brian, aka formerly known as Tag. We had a question. It says, "What is the hardest thing as being a Christian artist?"
I don't know if it's the hardest thing about being I wouldn't say just a Christian artist. I think it's just an artist in general. I think it's staying true to yourself. Staying true to your art, your craft, and at the end of the day, your convictions, and not allowing other people's opinions of you to dictate the way that you live or the way that you put out your expression of your art, or however you're putting it out there. I think that there's a sense where you definitely have to be aware of what people want, but ultimately staying true to yourself, staying true to God and your heart. I think that those things are the most important as an artist. So
Sweet. Okay, anything else, let us know. We want to plug you in here. All right, so staying true to yourself, I think that's a big thing, because I think a lot of artists, especially now these days, this is just me, I can't say it for everybody, but for me, everyone sounds the same. It's the same rhythm, same, and I'll be honest with you, it's really irritating. I like, one of the things that I always like working with Mark, I'm sorry. I call him Brian, guys, so you guys heard me call him Brian. It's Mark Johnson. Mark Johnson Music. But is that he's always been he's always been original. He never was like anyone else. He was always creative. Like, always creative. Like, we had no problems with creativity on his part. And can I tell you a story about the whole singing thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so what's funny is one of the things that we had a group called ITG, and all of us are real close like brothers, and I remember we were all in the car going to Virginia Beach, and we were all in the car, and we had some phenomenal singers, Julian, BC, Brian Cherry, shouts out to them. And I remember this day like it was yesterday, and they can sing, like Julian and BC, right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, Julian was on BT's
Sunday Best.
And Brian Cherry's just an amazing
artist.
Yeah.
And so I remember, like, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna sing," and like everybody was like, "What? Like, you gonna sing? What you mean you gonna sing?" Like, yo, he's like, "Nah." He said, "Matter of fact," and everyone's picking on him. We just laughing and stuff like that, like brothers. And no diss to him, but I remember he's like, "Yo, just for all of that, I'm gonna sing my next CD. I'm gonna sing on it." And the next CD you sing on it, that was the one that kind of like launches you out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it was crazy. I was like, honestly, that was one of the craziest moments as far as in us being together, that you kind of like made that statement. I knew you were serious. Everyone else might not have known, but I knew you were serious, So that was cool. So now he sings and he raps. Who is, like, honestly, what is like one of those artists that you ever work for, you open up for? Who's that artist that you were like really honored to work with?
That I have worked with?
Yeah.
Or opened up for?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Who would you like to work with?
Oh. Who would I like to work with? Yeah. I think that's a better question.
Okay, cool.
I would love to work with... I would like to do something with Chance. I think that he is. I think he's creative. Mm-hmm. I like to do something with... there's a guy that I look up to. His name is John Bellion. He's a super dope artist. Really creative, really talented. Love to work with him. I did opened up for the guy that sung "Hit the Quan," I Heart Memphis. And I could see myself doing something with him, but yeah, that was just a pretty cool connection I made a few years back.
True. What, like, right now, I guess Kevin and you both can answer this question. Like, what are the top artists, and like, what do you say who the top artists? Period. I'm not talking just about Christian hip hop. I'm talking like hip hop or like pop, whatever. What are the top artists in Europe? Give me two. If you got more than two, give me two. What would you say?
I'd have to say Lil Uzi.
Little who?